And hello, everybody. This is a brief screencast that was for my Enlightenment students as you prepare for your test in the Age of Revolutions. I'm going to be making a few of these. This is the first of about 3 or 4 short screencasts that will help you prepare for your test. How did the Age of Revolution start? Well, it came about because of a belief called humanism. Humanism right here. And humanism basically is the belief in the inherent goodness of people and their ability to improve themselves and their world. Humanism was brought alive and reinforced by a study of the classical works that made people look inside themselves. They looked at the classics and then they started looking at the classics and then how they were very much inclined to have people look within themselves for answers and not rely on everything, but also to look at nature and say that the evidence of truth is found in the natural world. This would be called natural sciences, natural law. And so the ideas that you want, that you see every day in life are the truth. If something works, it's the truth because it works in nature. And this led to changes that were called the Enlightenment. Humanism greatly influenced the ideals of the Enlightenment, which is really what leads to revolution. Now, humanism has changed a lot from the time of like the 16th and 17th century and the 18th century when you had these Enlightenment philosophers and scientists talking about it to when people, as compared to when people talk today about humanism. In the Enlightenment, most humanists were rather religious. They had a belief in God, and they talked about their belief in God, that they believed that God created the natural law. They believed that God created science. And they would look at evidence and say it's so organized, so complex that only a supreme being could do that. And this was based upon reason. But a lot of their thoughts were grounded in a belief in God, not necessarily a particular religion, but in the idea of a supreme being. Usually, this is not held by modern self-described humanists. They may or may not talk about God, but many of them actually disavow belief in God, and they say that it's all about man. And I say that without comment. I'm just trying to describe the difference between humanists of the age of the Enlightenment and a 21st century humanist, most of the time. Not all Enlightenment humanists were religious, and not all modern self-described humanists are atheistic. But generally speaking, there tends to be a much less emphasis on the religious aspects of humanism today than there was in the time of the Enlightenment. And again, people looked at the ideas of the classical works of Greece and Rome to frame their ideas. Humanism really changed the world. And we're going to be looking at 3 areas with some varying degree of detail that it led to revolution, and this is the Age of Revolution. Humanism led to revolution in science, and then it led to revolution in thought, and then it led to revolution in society. I know this was a very short screencast. This is just to introduce you to the topic. I recommend that you copy this document somehow and or take notes and have this idea as you prepare for your test. So this is for today. I will be posting another couple of short screencasts to help you out as you prepare for your test. Have a great day.